From what I can gather, Prescott was shot almost exactly at 12 o'clock noon. When Colonel Prescott retired from the army, he used his connections and started this munitions factory. He wanted the men that served with him to have work when they left the army. The young lads across the street were fooling with a pistol they'd found. A bullet must have gone astray through the wooden fence, hit Mr. Prescott smack in the chest. Bloody unlucky for all concerned. Apparently they put the clock there while doing some repairs. It still runs, I notice.
I wonder what that's all about.
We stood right there on a mark and shot the target. I went to shoot, but there was a loud bang. I was surprised and missed the target completely. It wasn't me who killed the man. I'm no murderer. We found a revolver underneath the lumberyard window. Don't know where it came from.
Him and me like to insult each other. I was a lieutenant under his command in Africa. I love the army. No one questions you when you wear a uniform. Anyways, every morning when he arrived, we'd call out and joke with each other. Yeah. Well, Prescott led a flanking sortie that went wrong. Lots of casualties. Some men called the colonel a coward, but it were really just bad luck. Anyway, he resigned. To make amends, he offered work at his factory whenever one of us left the army.
I should go back and ask about this.
Your decision.
Saw him each morning as I drove by. Seemed like a good sort. We lost an entire barrel of beer, damn it. I heard 2 loud bangs, but thought nothing of it. Later, I found a bullet hole in a barrel. Imagine that, a bullet hole. My lad Samuel might know more. He's around back, tossing trash in the river. The poor lad. Fell on my doorstep a few years ago. He's in a bad way, has some sort of malady. Rides in the back while I make deliveries. Hard worker, very determined.
I just drop off beer. Don't pay much attention to people along the way. That's for some sickness I picked up a while ago. Can't remember the name of it. There was an hole in a barrel. I've got no explanation for that.
Think about that. Come on, you silly mare. What? Stupid nag.
I should go back and ask about this.
Watch yourself.
I admit it. I sell stolen rifles and pistols. All very hush-hush. Black market. I made that shot. Early this morning, Prescott challenged me to plug the 12 from my shop. I missed just slow. No one witnessed it. It was too early in the morning. I brought that gun back from Africa. I was a sniper fighting the Ashanti. I used that gun this morning for Prescott's challenge. It's the only Whitworth we have. I'd never sell it.
His goddamn cowardice in Africa got me best friends killed. He should have faced a firing squad.
Very good sleuthing on your part. It's a miracle anyone survived, what with all those bullets whizzing about.
Up to the click with you. And now you're coming up with all these mealy-mouth excuses. 10 guineas by tomorrow, I'll cut off your balls.
All right, yes, that's quite enough. Run off to your master like...
You think it's clever to talk about me that way?
You and your master both.
There's no need.
Well, that's just brilliant, that is.
Someone else! Stop that, please! Someone help me!
I can't see a bloody...
Asked who not the... I didn't deserve that.
My write-up of that last crime was so ingenious that Purlock Publishing tossed me quite a tidy sum. I believe this next one will do even...
You like having teeth? Then get out of here.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions. I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
That can't be legal, can it?
I believe I should re-interrogate a suspect. I should return and find out about this.
Bludgeoned into you. Man or woman thinks they can...
I'm just the housekeeper, but Mr. Cashin was a dear friend. Each morning I bring him his coffee. Today his door was locked shut. My husband is the caretaker. We live downstairs. We have the keys to all the apartments, so after knocking, I became concerned and let myself in and found him like this. The lights weren't working. My husband didn't want to waste any candles, so we retired early. Mr. Cashin was a respected music critic, a very accomplished man.
Mr. Cashin is dead? I just saw him yesterday. He looked in the peak of health. If you ask me, he paid a bit too much attention to the caretaker's wife.
Oh.
Scandalous, really. They must have seen each other nearly every day. Last night I was knitting in that chair. Then I felt quite sickly and opened the window to clear my head. I certainly didn't hear anything. When the lights quit working yesterday, that sweet Mr. Golden handed out candles to everyone. He's such a nice man.
Gone just like that, eh? He lived right next door and often came home from his concerts a bit drunk and singing at the top of his lungs. Drove my wife near crazy. Cashin had an eye for the ladies, no question. I was a bit jealous of him, frankly. I was down in the cellar, fiddling with my experiments. That belongs to Mr. Golden. He's an awfully nice chap. We let him use our apartment during the day when my wife and I are out tending our shop. He likes to rehearse here where the light's better. I'm an amateur chemist. Henman let me set up a few experiments in the cellar.
It's true. I loved him. He was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Well now, I didn't ask about this.
I work very late. So did he. I only met him once or twice in the 2 years I've been living here. I use them to create an ambience when I hold private recitals. I was out giving a benefit recital for unemployed musicians. Several dozen people can attest to my whereabouts.
Well now, I didn't ask about this.
Mr. Cashin's dead. Difficult to believe. He led a quiet life. Out at concerts most nights, shut up in his room writing the rest of the time. He must have been a lonely man. My wife felt sorry for him and helped him as often as she could. I'm in charge of the running and upkeep of the whole building, so I can get dirty now and then. I was just doing some work in the basement. I forgot to put it away after I fixed Mr. Golden's music stand yesterday morning. I left it there, and he came to give it back.
I should go back and ask about this. Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
The gas quit working yesterday. I don't know enough to fix such things safely myself. A man from the company is going to come by tomorrow.
Ah, yes, be careful with that. It can be dangerous. It reacts badly with heat.
He destroyed an entire orchestra. All those musicians put out of work. A rancorous old man who had no talent or creativity of his own.
I suspect there was more to that mystery than meets the eye. I'm going to look into it.
Up to the click with you!
Here's an especially exciting one. Perfect for a penny dreadful.
A famous professor dies twice.
That's once more than usual. Twice as many sales. My name will soon be known across the nation.
I should return and find out about this. Well now, I didn't ask about this. Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
It's so very awful. The professor died of an heart attack just days ago. Then tonight, I hear pounding at the door. I open it to find him bleeding and in pain. He tried to say something, then collapsed dead. Again. Spider? Let's get that out of here. Emmett is definitely afraid of spiders. He got that a few days ago. Inside was a statue. I thought it was a marvel, but he told me it was quite common. I don't know who sent it. He kept repeating, "BarraCuda, BarraCuda," over and over. What does it mean?
It's unthinkable. Such a great man. We were still in mourning from the burial. He was buried yesterday in the family plot. This is no time to talk about the will. It is true that my father and my fiancée didn't get on, but I'm confident that once he got to know her as a daughter-in-law, they would have become friends. My father was an eminent anthropologist and something of an explorer. He made his name by investigating the practices of a small village in the Congo. His colleagues at the university often sent him trinkets from abroad.
Come on! Faster! Come on! Move it! Faster! Easy, easy.
He did it.
Easy.
I wonder what the other suspects will say to this. I should return and find out about this.
He showed up again. First time that's happened in 35 years of grave digging. I saw the sun lock the tomb myself. It's plain that 7 guineas is a lot for a bloke like me. I'm careful with me pennies and save for a rainy day.
I believe I should reinterrogate a suspect. I believe I should reinterrogate a suspect. I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
The anthropological sciences have lost a great mind. He revolutionized the field. It is my fond hope that I may inherit his mantle. I recently traveled to Africa in order to continue studies on the indigenous tribe Professor Bing discovered some time ago. Which one is that? Sorry, difficult to read. I've lost my spectacles somewhere.
An eminent colleague. He wrote prolifically. Probably no one will ever amass the amount of knowledge he acquired. My thesis subject. My South American colleagues tell me that this particular arachnid is only found in the Bolivian Andes. Fascinating subject. I'm most vexed about that. A rare specimen of the sort I've been studying for years. It escaped a few days ago, no doubt due to that scatterbrained assistant Virginia.
A lovely man, and quite wealthy. I only wish he had lived to bless my alliance with his son. I'm sorry to hear about that. Do you know whether that change was actually made? I hoped you wouldn't find that. I'm afraid several of the faculty purchase cadavers for research purposes. It's a fact of university life. Yes, that's mine. I misplaced a similar one, possibly at the funeral. I was so upset.
Body snatching? That's an insult. I'd be in the slammer quick as that if I got caught. So I sell a body or two on the side. A man's got to eat, ain't he? I broke the lock and left him on a barrow just behind his tomb. It was dark, couldn't really see. But some fella come by and carted the old professor off. It's muddy back there. You can likely still see the tracks.
Discounts on all essential goods and services.
Check the hang on. Where's the rest? Shows me.
I required his knowledge in order to become the greatest anthropologist in the British Empire, and his beloved tribe of savages provided the method.
That Professor Silas was particularly cunning and gruesome. Mr. Raymond will be thrilled.
Up to the cliff with you!
Not so fast. I don't have time for this. Street's closed.
My word. I can't begin to express my... I can't begin to express my gratitude. Thank you.
Come again now. Pit.
Ah, this is one that's most promising.
An important detective is missing. Skullduggery is surely afoot.
Solve it, and I'll write it up quick as you please.
What's a good word, Fry?
Did he get to then?
They're not sort of detective who gets lost.
He's a friend of mine. The whole station is out looking for him as we speak. Ironically, he came here on an investigation himself. Seems several people have gone missing in this part of town. We've had reports of missing people over the last few months. Detective Murphy is just the most recent and the only one who's anybody to speak of.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
I saw him going into the barber shop when I was on my way to work. In this kind of neighborhood, people come and go.
An odd man indeed. He spent a fair amount of time in here, poking around. George delivers that to us. It's amazing. The flowers just grow and grow. Some people around town just seem to vanish. It is mysterious. Sweet boy. Constantly giving my assistant gifts, a jacket, a handbag, and so on.
George is my sweetheart. I think he plans to propose marriage soon. Maybe even today.
Do hurry up!
That's unusual.
George delivers meat for my pies. Lovely lad. I pay on delivery. I believe he picks it up from a local butcher shop. I'm told that some people have gone missing, but I don't know anything about it. He was in here asking about missing people. Bought a meat pie, he did. Stayed and chatted for a few minutes, then headed off to the barber.
No, move it over there.
Upsets me stomach.
You mean the annoying bloke nosing around? I told him to sod off. George? I don't know any George. I pride myself on the quality of the beef I sell. Somebody selling cheap around here, though. My sales have dropped off.
How are you there, Evie? Nice to see you again.
He came in asking lots of questions. I believe I answered them to his satisfaction. Why would you want to know about him? Stupid boy. He does deliver tan leather on occasion, but I really have very little to do with him. I suppose there are a few people I haven't seen in a while.
I believe I should reinterrogate a suspect.
Come, step closer. Have a look at these beautiful things. Look here, right here. We've got the best prices in the neighbourhood. You won't find better.
Yeah, I gave him a trim. He asked no-ended questions. When I cut his hair, I notices a tattoo right at the base of his neck. A green Celtic cross it was. You're right. Several people have disappeared over the past months. Some of them were customers of mine. George was in here earlier, getting an haircut. He wanted to look nice for his girl. He's been seeing Joanna from the flower shop for some time now. Said he's finally saved up enough money to pop a question. I'm trying to quit drinking. Sometimes my hand shakes when I'm given a shave.
Look here, right here. We've got the best prices.
No patience for this. I apologise.
I didn't say I was going to.
George, I hoped he'd stop by. I want to see his new haircut. You must be at his house. Oh, I do hope he proposes soon.
He was coming too close to figuring out where all those people went. They got parceled out to the baker, the florist, and me.
You very cleverly puzzled that one out. A very unpleasant crime. Perfect for one of Mr. Raymond's penny dreadfuls.
Oh, cut that smoke off!
My dear friend, the Ghost Club has an extraordinary case for you. Spiritualist Thaddeus the Amazing has predicted his own death at his next séance. Could you have a look?
To witness an extraordinary event. We have a visitor. Approach, please.
What is happening here?
Help!
Not yet.
Ah!
Someone, light the lamps.
Oh, he's actually dead.
I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
Nothing but a showman, really. Each week he gave a séance with all his clients present together. So many people makes everything much more dramatic. I attend Lady Ursula at these sessions. She's ailing and needs someone to help her along. I have no particular belief in an afterworld, but if it comforts Milady, I see no harm.
I sought him out after the death of Mittens. Mittens is my beloved kitty cat. She was run over by a milk wagon several weeks ago. I've been trying desperately to contact my sweet thing ever since. I'm not well, though, and likely haven't long to live myself. I was so hoping to hear from my loved one. I'm convinced Thaddeus could have communicated Mittens' wishes to me. I must know to whom Mittens wishes that I should leave my fortune. And now Thaddeus is lost to us. I shall never know.
This is so frustrating. I had a simple question, but have had to come back for séance after séance, week after week. Each time Thaddeus divined a partial number from the other side, but never the entire correct number. Today he promised that I would get everything. Thaddeus felt that if I signed some papers, it would demonstrate to my dead father that I had absolute trust in Thaddeus.
He was an incredible psychic. I came to clarify some personal financial matters. I don't understand what happened. He foretold his own death, but I didn't expect it to happen like this.
I have no doubt that his powers were genuine. He was able to tell me of my daily comings and goings, and all manner of details that he couldn't possibly have known. He certainly was going to be able to put me in contact with my sister. I'm so sorry to lose Thaddeus. The oddest part is that he claimed all would be revealed to each of us before his death. I've been coming here to decide whether I should accept a marriage proposal. Thaddeus had been attempting to contact my departed sister so that she could give me advice. Thaddeus was a kind man who sincerely wanted me to make the best choice. Now what am I to do?
How long is this gonna take?
Lady Ursula's health is not good at all. And now she's lost her cat, it's almost like she has nothing left to live for. Lady Ursula was planning to leave her fortune to her cat Mittens. Since the cat passed on, she's been going to that spiritualist in hopes that Mittens will tell her what to do with the money. He's been Lady Ursula's butler for years. We have plans to marry. But first, Douglas needs to put together a little nest egg. He says he'll have some money soon.
You better not...
Well now, I didn't ask about this.
Janice's elder sister was strong-willed. Janice always followed her lead. That's why it's so sad that she asks her advice, even in death. Time for Janice to think for herself. I know what's best for her. Never trust a man who tells you what you want to hear. He's after something. Taking advantage of my daughter's love for her departed sister. With that charlatan gone, things can get back to normal. My daughter's engagement to Everett Boyd can be announced at last. A girl Janice's age should be married. Everett is a very sensible young man from a good family. He'll be very successful, I'm sure of it.
Her father mentioned this swindler to me. I understand it's because of him that my engagement has been delayed. I know the owner of a local brewery, and I'm convinced his business will flourish. He just needs some financial backing. Now Janice is free to be married at last. I'll invest my dowry in the brewery and make a fortune. Janice is a lovely creature. I would be honored were she to accept my proposal. I do adore her.
Easy now. Come on! Come on! Take this! Move it!
My brother has become obsessed with some secret bank account. He inherited almost all of my father's fortune, as well he should as the male heir, but some was locked in a secret account. I think it unlikely that it should be a significant amount. Power of attorney to a psychic? That sounds very unusual indeed. I went along to the seances a couple of times. I thought it was a waste of my brother's time.
Easy.
You won't get away with it, you know. Get the hell!
Easy, girls. Down! Faster! Come on! Come on! Calmly.
But with a feline trim. I didn't stick.
That's me. Yeah, some fella come by here every so often. Gives me a silver sixpence if I tell him everything about the folks in that house. Nothing unusual about him. Just a regular fella. I seen him go into that building over there.
I should go back and ask about this.
I simply do not believe it. And if you're implying that my butler was paying Thaddeus, I must ask you, why would a great psychic do the bidding of a common butler?
My own sister, paying Thaddeus off? I thought he was a bit too insistent that I sign that paper. Well, Anne is going to get a good talking to, believe you me.
Good Lord, you found the office? I admit it, then. Thaddeus and I traveled the world, bamboozling the gullible and then exposing the swindle. But his death was meant to be a fake. I have no reason to want Thaddeus dead. Quite the contrary.
You believe that Everett paid Thaddeus to manipulate me? It cannot be true. Thaddeus knew all of my comings and goings. He genuinely could communicate with the world beyond.
You think someone paid Thaddeus to tell my lady that a cat wanted them to inherit? Well, that would be quite a clever scheme indeed.
He was going to reveal my plot. He paid the price for betraying a fellow crook.
This Thaddeus fellow was rather too clever by half. But you pieced it all together very cleverly. Mr. Raymond was particularly interested in this one. He admired the duplicity of Thaddeus.
What's all that argy-bargy about, then? Looks like bother to me.
That looks like a mess. I should stay.
You want my son to stay? What did I say, won't we?
The very... Thanks for your business. How much you doing your work?
Hey! Someone help! Some trap found something down there. Looks like foul play.
believe I should re-interrogate a suspect. Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
Hey! Someone help! Some trap found something down there! Look!
I should return and find out about this. I believe I should re-interrogate a suspect.
I heard a splash, and right quick pulled this bloke out of the shallows. Dead as a mackerel. I live there now, if you can call it living. I lost my job, didn't I? No need for the likes of me when a machine can do the work. The midnight train? That must be the 616. Stops in the station down the road. If you hurry, it might still be there. A nice warm coat like that on a dead man? What do you expect? I snatched it before somebody else came along to nick it. Like you.
Move it! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Move it! Faster! Move it! Yeah! Faster! Take that! Come on! Come on! Move it! Easy.
Give us a penny.
Save yourself time and money.
You better hurry. It's leaving right now.
I should go back and ask about this. I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
Nothing unusual at all. I had a drink with some gents and then retired to my sleeper. Someone slipped a note under my sleeper door a few minutes before midnight. It said I should come to the dining car. I went, but only Ryan and Wolfsman were there, and they were both drunk. Oh, all right. I flirt with rich blokes and the barman slips them a mickey. I take them back to my sleeper and they nod off before I have to do anything shameful. They wake up thinking they had a night of fun and hand me a few quid. That's what happened with Mr. Killian, but he was gone when I come back from looking for the man who left the note. The rich fella, I did talk with him. Very charming. But a single woman has to be careful, you know? Did something happen to him?